Welcome to Marriage and Life Stories with Kansiime. Thank you so much for coming. If it's your first time, kindly, if you like this video, you find them helpful, kindly subscribe, like, and give us a comment and let us know what you think about this channel. Now, to all of you, my champions, the returning guests, thank you. Thank you for coming once again. It's always a pleasure having you. And if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, like, and give a comment. And let us grow together as we learn life-giving lessons. Today, I want to tickle your mind. So many times, so many years back, there was a time when I struggled with belly fat. And I would try and starve, I would go do exercises. And I remember I bought an expensive swimming costume and then things didn't work out. I couldn't sustain the swimming. I couldn't sustain the running. It's not my thing. I couldn't sustain really anything in an effort to lose the weight. And it can be a very frustrating situation. You want to wear the skirt, have that flat tummy. You want your waistline to come and have that curve, your body to have that curve. And then it fails. It fails because the hormones get so rowdy, both for the men and the women. And we are talking about pot belly and women belly fat. Okay? We are talking about the pot belly and the belly fat. And so they are all caused by all different things. But today, we are not going to look at the causes. Maybe we'll look at the causes at the end of this so that you can avoid them. But today we are going to look at the 3 things that we are going to use that will cut off that belly fat very fast, so that if you do any simple exercise, it will help to flush it out of the body. But before you flush it out, you need to first melt it inside. In my past video, I shared one of the substances that we can use, and I'm going to share it with you here again. And I pray that you will make these ingredients and be able to cut belly fat, so that as you try to do exercises, the fat is just broken. You just dispose it off. Our topic today is lose belly fat with these 3 ingredients. They're all simple, right there in the kitchen. If I did it and I had the belly fat and it went from, I think it was size 49. My waistline was 49. And right now, I'm playing between 33 and 32. Okay? I'm not complaining. I like it that way after bearing children. So that is normal for my age. Although I still want to cut a little bit and bring it to 30. Okay, so what are those ingredients that I used to cut off this? Now remember, I am always required to do a disclaimer because I'm not a doctor. And so if you find that you have underlying problems that cause your belly to be bigger and swelling and all that, please go to the doctor and have yourself checked, so that as you take natural ingredients, you will be working from a safe position. Okay, the 3 ingredients, and I normally start with the one, but the most important, I'm keeping it at last, because I know people watch videos halfway and they take half information, which is not good. Watch the video to the end, because one relates to another, and sometimes the most important things are kept at the end. And so watch up to the end and pick the most important ingredients we are going to share with you. Now, these are drinks you take throughout the day, 3 times, 4 times, or as long as you feel like taking, you take them. And as we talk about these drinks as well, you also need to limit your carbohydrates intake. Concentrate on high protein in your food. If you take beans, if you take a little meat, okay, chicken, Now, don't combine them with so much carbohydrate. Do very little carbohydrate and too much protein. You can do the beans, you can do soya. Soya is protein, yes. You can do soya. Soya is a very good high protein. You can do your chicken, you can do your fish, and you can do a little meat. But in everything that you do, try to avoid too much soup. Eat your food without too much soup. Okay, so ingredient number 1 in reducing this fat is this. Okay, now this is a combination. This is a very effective ingredient. I use this to cover because it was pouring, but when I finish the showing here, I'm going to remove this cover. It's not supposed to be there. Now, this ingredient that you see here in the bottle, I made it for you in my past video, the one that I made for cleansing blood. It removes the fat, it removes the cholesterol, it breaks it down and cuts belly fat. You give yourself 3 weeks and you have no belly fat. If we agree on your eating plan, like you do away with carbohydrates, do proteins, limit the portions, do very simple stretch exercises, dance exercises in your home to melt the belly fat. So this ingredient, we make it out of red wine and garlic. Please go to my former video, the one I made about cleaning the blood of fat and poisonous medication deposits. You'll get the process of making it because I demonstrated it there. So this is ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2, now when you make this, you take 2 tablespoons, just 2 tablespoons in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. I know there are friends who have used this. It's less than 2 weeks since I made that video. They are calling me that the belly has gone and they want to, their problem now is that the weight is going too fast with this. And I was telling them, well, reduce the amount from 2 spoons to 1 teaspoon. It will still work for you. If you've reached your minimum weight, then you can go back to your carbohydrates because this will make you lose belly fat very fast. Ingredient number 2. I will do the last one, the best one last. Okay. Ingredient number 2 are here. Okay. This is ginger. I prefer the local ginger. It is small, it doesn't look as fresh, as big as the other one, which I don't take. So this is ginger. This is garlic. I also use the small one, the local one. I don't use the white big one. That's personal to me. I prefer this organic one, the local one, which is made here. This is a cinnamon. I prefer the sticks as well. In my former video, I explained to you the reason why I prefer the stick. And so, when you wake up in the morning, most of these ingredients for cutting belly fat and detoxing the body, you take them on an empty stomach, unless otherwise advised. So when you wake up in the morning, boil water, a cup of water. When you boil a cup of water, put in cinnamon stick. I will use 2. Okay, these are cinnamon stick. Put in these 2 cinnamon stick and boil. Boil the water with cinnamon sticks, and when the water is ready, it is boiling, cut a finger, this one joint, times 2, and maybe we can stop it here, of garlic. So if I'm cutting this, I will measure here and take this portion here and put in the water. Then I will remove 5 cloves. This whole thing is a bulb, so I will remove 5 cloves of this katunguru chumu and put in the water, which is already boiling. I will also cut 1 lemon, the small one. Cut it and put it in the boiling water. I will put in a spoon of turmeric and a pinch. Turmeric works with black pepper, and I'll put in a pinch of black pepper and boil all that concoction. Now, if you choose to put this water in a flask for you to take even later on in the day, you increase the amount of these ingredients times 2, times 3, because what I'm explaining to you is for only 1 mug. So if you want 3 mugs, multiply by 3. So when you finish boiling all these ingredients, cinnamon stick, garlic, turmeric, ginger, and a little pinch of black pepper, and lemon. Then you put it off the fire, sieve it, put it in your mug or in your flask, and before you put in, allow it to lose the heat so that it is not boiling hot. So when it has become warm, add in a spoon of honey to taste. Now, when you go to the supermarket, that's what they call, to the cafe, that's what they call dawa tea. It will not only burn belly fat, they say it cures viral infections and corona and all that, simply because it bursts the fat cells. Now, viruses and bacteria, they hide in the fat cells. So when the fat cells are burst by this concoction, this strong concoction you make in your house, it means diseases will have no hold, so they will go out. But you will safely lose the belly fat, the pot belly that we are talking about. Now, the most simple that you can make at any time of the day, and it is very fast, we make it out of, this is the organic apple cider vinegar. Now, this is the cider that has what they call the mother. If you look at the bottom of this bottle, you can see some brownish, brownish things. Brownish. They are really brown things down there. They are brownish. That is what they call the mother. This is did I show you the brand? I'm not supposed to show that because it's not a sponsored ad. So this apple cider vinegar is a miracle, is a burst for fat cells, more especially the lower belly. And it will not only burst the fat cells, it will break the fat cells. It will help you to restore the probiotics, because when you lose probiotics, the stomach bloats and it swells and it becomes uncomfortable. So this restores probiotics in your belly, in your body, and it helps you with balancing the hormones. Sometimes those big bellies, they are there like that because of hormonal imbalance. So this one is the magic. How do we prepare this? Boil your cup of water, put hot water, put in a cup. When you put that water in a cup, and it has lost the heat, and it is not cold, but at a safe temperature, then put in 1 tablespoon of this in that hot water. Don't put in tea leaves. Put in 1 tablespoon of this in the hot water. You can choose to squeeze in quarter of a lemon, quarter of a lemon in that hot water, and then sorry, my phone is going. My phone has just gone off. Sorry. Boil the water. Put in a 5 ml spoon of this. Then squeeze in a quarter of a lemon and put in honey to taste, and take that on an empty stomach. You can eat food 30 minutes. For all these ingredients, after taking them 30 minutes, you can eat anything you want to eat. I guarantee you are going to feel more hungry. Your bowel movements are going to be better, and before you know it, the belly fat will be gone, and you'll have that and the pot belly, and you'll have that stomach size that you always admired. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel that the information you get from here is helpful, and it's educative. I'll kindly ask you, please subscribe, like, give a comment. Let us grow together. God bless you. Thank you very much.